All right. Good evening, West Texans, all you good, fine, friendly folks out there who wish you were. I'm Ryan Hyatt, TheRaiderland.com, the site you start your day with, like today, where you told us the most Texan thing you have done. Coming to you from the Arctic Air Studios. If you're is not Arctic, you need to call the bear, callthebear.com in West Texas. Also brought by Golf USA. PGA Championship coming up. Everybody's got the itch. The weather's good. Maybe a little rainy this weekend. I hope it is. But you need to go see our man Stacy Nicks, and they're going to get you set up. They're not just going to sell you clubs; they're going to sell you the right clubs. You probably have never played with a pair of set of golf clubs that match how tall you are, your swing speed, everything else. They're going to get you taken care of there at Golf USA 66 in Indiana and Lubbock. And of course, all the Western wear you see us wear, even though we're wearing a black shirt today, you get it at Boot City. And all the communications brought to you by United Supermarkets and Mark Street, right there where you are. Great supporters of Texas Tech. Some supermarkets support Tech, some support other schools down in the capital city. I'm just saying that, just saying. All right, so let's get it going. We got Tech baseball live in progress right now, down 3-0. We'll give you real-time thoughts, and we want to find out your real-time thoughts on what do you think is going to happen this weekend. Is Tech dead? Are they done in the water? They at least got to win the series. They're off to a bad start tonight, down 3-0, giving up 2 home runs in the first inning. Ryan Free leaving a couple of do-nothing fastballs upstairs, and OSU able to turn on that. So we have baseball tonight. It's Friday. Every Friday in Raiderland, doesn't matter what time of year it is, doesn't matter where you are. By the way, you guys can share this. You can put it out there on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube Live. I hope you do. It's great for our sponsors. It's great to grow Raiderland. So if you're watching right now, take it just half a second, share and invite people in on the conversation on a Friday night. We can do that. Hold on. Product placement. There we go. Product placement. So why don't you do that right now while we're getting underway? Most Texan thing you have done this week. We started that several years ago. I love it. Every week you got to do something kind of Texan. For me, last night, my son's final high school ag FFA banquet out there at the Crop Science Ag Museum in Lubbock. Really cool. A lot of fun. A lot of great memories. So I think if you went to an ag banquet this week, that would probably count as like maybe a good Texan thing to do. You tell us, thanks to United Supermarkets and Market Street. Get into the comment section, particularly you folks on Twitter. Fire away on the comments. I'm worried we're not seeing the Twitter comments. We're getting all the YouTube, all the Facebook, everything's rolling in. We use StreamYard as a third-party streaming apparatus, and it's supposed to be really good. It typically is, but I'm really worried about my Twitter people. I'm thinking some are getting in, some are not. So, even if you ain't got nothing to say tonight, and you're probably doing like me, doing this broadcast and watching the game, and we can multitask. We can do that. I've done so many Tech games over the years. I feel like I could have done this while doing Lady Raider basketball or Tech baseball on the radio or anything else. So much Texan thing, and then finally, last thing I want you to sound off on. We'll have some fun with this. I've got an old truck. I do. It's got a CD, it got a CD changer in it. Now, when it was new, it was really cool. You can put 5 CDs in this thing and change them out. I want to see if anyone can guess any of the artists and or CDs that I have in the changer today. And I'll even give you a hint. 2 of them are what you would consider rock. Yeah, definitely rock. 2 of those are rock. 3 are Texas entertainers, Texas artists. So 2 rock, 3 Texas entertainers and artists. We'll see if you guys can get that right tonight. So all of that, whatever else may be on your mind, I want you guys to jump in tonight on the broadcast. I thought about doing a diamond talk tonight. We'll do one Saturday. We'll do one Sunday. But Friday night and the way things are trending, I'm pretty much like, yeah, we should probably just have the conversation real time and everything else. So real time right now conversation. Texas Tech is down bottom of the second, 3-0. 1 out in the inning. First inning, Ryan Free gives up 2 home runs. First one a solo shot. The second one a 2-run shot. The second one that bothered you is that Miola hits it and he's got 2 strikes, and it's just another do-nothing fastball. It was like a get-over fastball, something you would expect to see maybe at a 3-0 count. The first one was, again, another pitch up in the zone that they certainly didn't miss on. And Oklahoma State, which this is bad news, they're one of the best pitching teams in the conference. And they hit really well at home. And we know what Texas Tech does and does not do at home or away from home. They don't hit very well. They don't pitch very well. They don't play very well. So you find yourself in this situation. As I was driving around today, and I'm wanting to do that, I used to, I thought about Larry Hayes back in the day, and sometimes he would, go out to the mound and tell a guy, hey, sorry, you're just going to wear this one. Whether you're getting beat 2 runs or 10 runs, you're going to have to eat some innings tonight. And I wonder if Tim Hadlock has gone into this game with Ryan Free thinking, you're going to throw 110, 115 pitches, and however many people you get out, that's it. Because if we get behind, we get behind. You've got to wear it. Now, old Coach Dameron, Ron Dameron, the tennis coach at Texas Tech, women's tennis, he had a phrase he would use for players that he had to stack. And if you know how college tennis works, you match up 1 through 5. And he would feed to the Lions a player who was going to get killed and play a 5-player up against a 1 because he knew he had to win the back matches. Tech wasn't good enough then to go head up. And he would tell the young lady, hey, happy birthday. Happy birthday. You got to go out and do this. So tonight, if I'm Texas Tech, I pat Ryan Free on the butt and I tell him, you got about 115, 120 pitches to go. You get everything you can get. We're going to deal with it tonight. That's what's going to happen. No matter what the score is, you've got to get some outs tonight. You're going to have to wear it. I'm not taking you out. Because truly, if you get behind to this team and it's now 3-0 and it's 4-0, it's 5-0, you can't expend any pitching. Mac Hewer is out for the weekend. Trendon Parrish is available, but probably not for more than a couple of outs, so it doesn't really matter. So as we sit here early on and you're down 3-0, you can't expend anything. Because if you have any chance of making the NCAA tournament, you've got to win 2 games this weekend. You may have to win 3, but you got to win at least 2. You're outside the tournament bubble right now. You're not even a bubble team right now. So if I'm Tim Tadlock, I'm looking at this right now, and I'm saying, all right, he's got to keep going. He's at 35 right now. I tried to check on his, and I'm not even trying to do it right now. Total number of pitches. I would say right now, 115, 120 max, right around that area. Because quite frankly, if you extend him and then this weekend doesn't turn out well, it doesn't matter whether you pitch him again next week. You rest him and pitch him in the Big 12 tournament because next week won't matter because the only thing that'll matter is you've got to go to the Big 12 tournament and win it to get to the NCAA tournament. And there you are. Not what you want to hear, not what we want to talk about here on a Friday night, but that's the reality. All right, get your questions, comments in. We appreciate you guys hanging out real time with us on a Friday night. We don't always do this during Tech baseball, but glad you're with us tonight. Can Tech win this series? What do you think can happen? All of your thoughts on that. Then the CDs that are in my truck, if you can guess the CDs in my truck changer, I'll be impressed. Most Texan thing you have done this week. Anything and everything on that, and whatever else may be on your mind. So we thank United Supermarkets for opening up the comment section and giving you guys a chance to do that and getting in there, whether you're on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, doesn't matter. All of those comments are welcome, and we appreciate it as we are, trying to keep up here with now 2 on and 2 out in the bottom of the second in Oklahoma State, threatening for more as we get this thing in the early goings. I do want to do something tonight, And I kind of figured tonight was going to be low on comments because you guys are paying attention to the game and paying attention to everything else. And I know that it's kind of hard to do this, and a lot of people are going to see this on replay, scads of people on replay. My gosh, the replay numbers on this show are fantastic. We thank you for that. Boot City in Lubbock, thanks you for that. Arctic Air, United Supermarkets, and of course, Golf USA. They appreciate you jumping in on the replay. We'd love to have you live. We realize there's no time that's perfect to do live. So we try to do some things for the replay people. We got to talk about ESPN Plus and the ESPN Plus broadcast going forward in the Big 12. Tonight, you got Dave Hunter on the call. They're or Hunsicker. Pardon, I said Hunter. I think I said Hunter. Yeah, Dave Hunsicker. True pro. Great. Does a great job. You got Tom Holliday doing color, and it's an absolute joke. The former coach at Oklahoma State, dad of Josh Holliday, all that stuff. It's horrible. And it doesn't have to be that way. And ESPN should demand more, but they don't because they really don't care. They just want it on. So it comes down to the Big 12 demanding more out of ESPN on these ESPN Plus broadcasts. Now, I know you're sitting there going, well, what does it matter in the big scheme of things? I think it matters a lot. I take pride in the broadcast I did, and Texas Tech does it right. When you hear John Harris, when you hear Mike Gustafson on baseball, you don't hear a bunch of we, you don't hear a bunch of me. It's obvious that they cover Texas Tech primarily, but they give credit to the opposing team. They don't say we the whole time. And all Tom Holliday does is say we. And you see this on other schools as well within the Big 12 on the ESPN Plus broadcast. And I hate it because it doesn't have to be that way. There are enough decent broadcasters around to not do that. Brian Haney up at Kansas was doing the radio and the baseball ESPN Plus feed at the same time simultaneously a few weeks ago. And I know you guys know that he used to do Tech baseball and everything else, but it was top notch. And they presented it as much as they could, knowing that they were being listened to, not just by Kansas fans, but by Texas Tech fans in a pretty even manner. Holliday and Oklahoma State, they don't care. They should care. You're not getting paid by Oklahoma State to do this game, Tom. I'm not surprised, though. He was a joke of a coach. I don't know that anybody got less out of more than what Tom Holliday did after taking over for Gary Ward, the we're not going to shake the opposing team's hands, we're at war, Gary Ward guy. So to hear him on the broadcast, I'm like, you Tech fans that are watching that tonight on ESPN Plus or this weekend, you deserve better. You're paying money as opposed to listening free on the Oklahoma State radio broadcast. You're actually having to pay money to listen to Tom Holliday. They need to get a handle on this, and it's got to come from Yormark, and it's got to come from the Big 12. You can do better than Tom Holliday. I'm telling you right now, there are 15 kids sitting around there at Oklahoma State that would be happy to get on there and talk baseball and not make it a we show. And it's just, I hate it. I hate it for everybody involved because it should be better. And Texas Tech does a great job on all the ESPN Plus broadcasts. The broadcasters are 100% Texas Tech people, but they don't just sit there and run down the opposition, not even run down the opposition. They don't just sit there and say we. And I take a little bit of umbrage of that because when I was doing Lady Raider games, I never said we. If I did it, it was very rare. You can ask my color commentators over the years, from Ken Best to Walt McAlexander, Cheryl Swoops, Teresa McMillan, Stephanie Scott, Melissa Maines. I lose track, even Chuck Hines, second Gora. I didn't say we. And one of the biggest reasons I never said we on broadcast. You knew I was calling the Tech games. You knew I was calling Lady Raider games. And obviously the same thing when I was doing baseball. I wasn't out there sweating. I wasn't out there playing. I thought it was really crass for me to try to insert me into a we thing on the broadcast. And when I hear announcers do that, I hate that. You're not we. You're not we. They're them. You're you. You're calling a game. They're the ones who have their ass on the line. And we go all the way back to Tom Holliday, former Oklahoma State coach, and say, well, he's so invested in the program. He can say, no, not when he puts on an ESPN Plus jacket and you pay money to hear it. I cannot stand that. And I want you guys to pay attention to that over the weekend. And if you just want to fire off an email or something, it won't probably do any good, but maybe it'll feel just a little bit better. Woodcocks doubles to right center to start off the top of the third. Runner on second, nobody out. Texas Tech still down. Sam Garcia on the mound, 4-3 on the year. 65 in the third innings worth of work. 61 hits, 31 runs, 28 earned, and 12 walks to 88 strikeouts. What does this pitching staff do well? They strike you out. They may be the best pitching staff in the Big 12. If Oklahoma is the best overall Big 12 team, Oklahoma State pitching is probably the best one in the Big 12. And I feel like we're probably still having some problems getting comments in tonight on our StreamYard feature. I apologize for that. And that'll probably cause us to truncate the broadcast. But you guys get the idea. You guys understand what we're talking about tonight. That I want to hit you guys hard on that tomorrow on Diamond Talk, brought to you by Thacker Jewelry. Your love story begins with Thacker. After the game Saturday, after the game Sunday, definitely, because either way, this time tomorrow we could be talking about the end of the postseason chances. This time tomorrow we could be talking about Tech still has a chance, or this time tomorrow we could be talking about, hey, Tech has a great chance that you have taken two on the road at Oklahoma State. I ain't going to count them out just yet. I don't have a great, positive, huge feeling about it. But I ain't going to count it out just yet. So your comments, your thoughts, everything else tonight, we want to hear from you. It is Friday, the most Texan thing you have done during the week. You can get in on that. We appreciate it. Everybody who jumps in and has a little bit of fun with us on the comments section. And hold on, did we have just another run scored? Maybe not. Yeah. Let's see. Nope. Harrelson flied out. Sorry. Doing the same thing you guys are doing, keeping up with everything else. All right, so there are my thoughts on the broadcast. You can agree, you can disagree. We'll post this at theraiderland.com. You get it on the comments section. You can hit me on Twitter. I think there are going to be people catching this later on and everything else, and that's cool. So we don't mind that at all. You guys are the best. You guys are fantastic. Our favorite audience is you. And remember, we will be back tomorrow with Diamond Talk post-game so you guys can enjoy the game and then jump in with us. All right. We'll shut her down on a Friday. In stream? Yeah, it says in stream. Not yet. In stream? Oh, yeah. We're going to in stream.